cringe of April. I mean, we started off with Devo stealing my 1st of April idea. And secondly, it took me 12 hours to make This Week in Stupid 1st of April edition, which means that it's not going to be out on time. It's probably not going to be out tomorrow either, because it's my birthday, and I want to celebrate and party. So it's probably going to be out on 3rd of April. Yeah, that's great. Why did it took me so long? Because I really can't tell which news is true and which one isn't. I mean, we're literally in that time zone, you know? For example, Mrs. Psaki wants to quit being the White House spokesperson and work at the MSNBC. Is it real? I don't fucking know. I mean, I look at Twitter, a lot of people think it's real. It would be a little bit of a conflict of interest, you would think. I mean, the mainstream media would have to be a little bit more inquisitive when dealing with the White House. And that would be a little bit difficult, considering they are offering jobs to the person that's the spokesperson. But again, I mean, maybe it's fake. It is 1st of April after all. So it's this type of news that I had to deal with. I really hate this cringe holiday. Like, when I was young, I actually enjoyed it. But every time I would play a prank on my parents, they would roll their eyes and they would sigh deeply. And now I understand the pain and suffering. It's just like one of those ridiculous days. And it's not even like the pranks, because obviously I managed to avoid them. Like, when you grow after a certain age, like, people don't prank you anymore. But it's the whole thing, you know? I mean, you go on the internet and you have like these ridiculous news about video games. Like, for example, Stellaris Dating Simulator. And you just roll your eyes because you get it. But like some other time, the games are actually good. And you're really upset because it's like, hold on a little bit. Why can't this be a thing? Especially Blizzard, I remember they did that in the past. I forgot like the title of the game, but they suggested some actually good things on 1st of April and people were disappointed because they knew it wouldn't happen. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like, man, I guess on the bright side is that it's not a commercial holiday, because everything is a commercial holiday. Valentine's, Christmas, like everything is all about like pumping money, pumping wealth. I mean, even LGBT is now a commercial month, I guess. Like, what is it, July or something like that? Yeah, like all the companies put their rainbow colored flags and they sell rainbow shit, and it's like, yeah. Like, they will monetize everything. Luckily, they're not monetizing 1st of April, surprisingly. I mean, Halloween is being monetized, but not 1st of April. So I guess, like, that's one of the few good things about this atrocity. And then you have, like, oh, something else that pisses me off. It's all these websites that, like, change their coloring, change their theme. I mean, I'm into a Romanian Discord, and look what they did. You know, they made it into Russian. I get the joke, I get the appeal, but do you know the harder to navigate through something like, I don't speak Cyrillic. I don't speak Ruski. I get it. No, it's a joke. It's funny, but it's such annoying. You know, like, this is what it is. This is why it's April of Cringe. It's April of annoying. I guess I'm also biased against it, because when I was a kid, my birthday is tomorrow, right? So my birthday is on 2 of April, and I used to invite kids to my party, and they would say they would come, and then the next day they weren't there. And it was horrible. It was traumatic. I was like, what, like in 1st grade? And they thought it's funny, because it's like they said they will come, but they didn't. And like, ha ha ha. And I guess it stuck to me, you know? It's something that made me salty ever since. Probably it's why my pranks are so horrible, you know? Like, get some Mad Dog sauce, and then drip it on the toilet paper. And hilarity ensues. Now, I just gotta say, this is why I try to do these pranks to the extreme, so that other people get to hate this day as much as I do. I mean, I get to spread the joy. Why should I be the only one that gets to suffer when there are ample opportunities to give this suffering to other people? I got like the number of pranks. I remember, like, I used to make a video, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, where I said all the pranks that I did on 1st of April, and people said, like, those aren't pranks, that's a declaration of war. And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, if I'm going to do something, I need to do it properly. You can't just half-ass something in life, you know? People use this thing called try hard. Like, I don't even know what that is. Like, either you try or you don't. There is no level. There is no slider. Either you do something properly, you prank a person like you mean it, or you don't. I suppose there was something that I liked, something that I considered to be somewhat cute. A keyboard that allows you to touch grass. And I was saying it that okay, well, that's not, but like, again, like, you'd probably want to buy something like that. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to last long, is it? The grass would come off after probably a month of use. But other than that, everything lacked in creativity. It was incredibly cringe as well. I mean, look at this, Forbidden fruit, pineapple on pizza is not okay. Like, hello? 2016 is calling. They want their jokes back. And then they talk about, look at this. Money-saving prankster. So pleased the Twitter has finally added an edit feature. It is going to make my life so much easier. If you haven't read about it within a minute of tweeting, just highlight a tweet and then hold shift key at the same time as A and F. I guess like maybe this is why it's a problem. Because reality is just that much funnier. Twitter actually did plan to implement a feature like this. I don't know if it's still in the works, but they actually do want to allow you to edit your tweets if you pay money for it. So if you pay money, you become like a more special Twitter user. You don't get a blue check mark, but you become like special. And one of the features is that you can edit your own tweets, which is something that I genuinely don't understand why it doesn't exist. Like, it's so freaking annoying. You tweet something out, and you get like 30 likes and 50 retweets, and it's popular, and then you realize you misspelled it, or you realize you forgot to add the link or something, and it's like, oh, God. It's so annoying. But like, it's okay. Twitter will fix it, right? You just have to pay money, and it's not April Fool's. Something big is coming, and we mean really big. I mean, why can't companies do this all the time, by the way? I get it, it's like a lewd joke, but like, wouldn't it be funny if companies would do this all the time? And not just on April Fools? They would actually look like there's a human behind the Twitter account, rather than a soulless corporation. Best April Fool jokes in history. In 1980, Boston television station aired a fake news bulletin at the end of 6 o'clock news which reported that Great Blue Hills in Milton, Massachusetts was erupting. The prank resulted in widespread panic. I mean, I guess people were just as dumb then as they are now. It's like, just because you hear something on the radio doesn't mean it's true. Like, people just don't know how to fact check. I'll tell you how to fact check something like this, okay? Like, if it's something that's of such a magnitude, like, let's say a volcano is erupting or the aliens are coming, you would have like all the networks talk about it. Like on every channel that you go, on every television station that you watch, you would have like them talking only about that. And if that doesn't happen, it means it's probably fake news. I should work at Snopes. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.